from other coaches or self-help gurus or whatever talking about circumstances do not matter. But what does this really actually mean? When you're trying to manifest, it's not some sort of magic or, some sort of hocus pocus or whatever people might think. It's actually pretty straightforward, simple science. So when you're trying to manifest, all you're doing is you're trying to reprogram your mind. You're focusing on the positive and you're changing your mindset, you're changing your thinking. When people are going through difficulties, they're going through mental health issues or whatever, in their mind, they have the same story constantly playing over and over again. And it's pretty unfortunate because you'll see people who, they've spent their whole life, maybe their 40s, 50s, even 60s or older, and basically they're still got this story in their head where, in my childhood this happened, or my parents didn't treat me well, or whatever it might be. So one of the things that people do speak about is maybe a person or a situation where they're dealing with other people and they're like, well, how can circumstances not matter? Because, for example, my colleagues, they don't treat me right, or my boss is a bully. You have to be in this reality in your head that that's not the case. Your boss loves you and they're dying to give you a promotion. They think you're the best asset to the company. And by having this mindset, you will build your confidence and it will come across. That person is in a different reality, in the 4D reality somewhere. That person exists being the kindest, nicest person who thinks the world of you, and they put you on a pedestal. So that reality exists somewhere, and you just have to basically focus on that until it folds into the 3D. When I speak to people and they tell me about their situations, they go into details, and I really don't want to know because, like I said, circumstances do not matter. It doesn't matter how unique or how different you think your situation is. It really doesn't matter, because somewhere there is a reality where that does not exist. If you're trying to think of a certain situation or a certain scenario, that can happen without the feeling of need, of lack, of loss. So you just have to have that feeling of it already happened. You have to have that feeling that it is happening, and the more that you believe and the more that you basically focus on it, the feeling, like I said earlier on, then that will take place. It will take form. So you're actually tricking your mind into thinking that the situation isn't there, or a situation has already happened. If something makes you happy, for example, if you think about a holiday or a nice place that you want to be, lying on the beach, or whatever it might be that makes you happy, you think of that concept and straight away it'll make you feel relaxed, it'll make you feel happy, that inner peace that you get. So what you're doing is basically thinking of that good feeling, and you're tricking your mind into feeling that way constantly. The more that you have that feeling, the more you're telling your subconscious mind this is reality. And your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not. When you hear the concept of circumstances do not matter, all you're basically doing is you're thinking a different way. You're reprogramming your mind, and you're thinking of a situation or a scenario where the negativity and whatever trauma you went through, it didn't actually happen. All they're basically doing is replaying that same scenario over and over in their head. So they're kind of stuck. There's no other way of them feeling, because all they kind of think about is that pain, that hurt, that negativity that they went through, which is all negative emotions, and that's not anything that's going to serve you. So as always, please subscribe, please like, because this is a new channel, so I can do with all the love and support that I can get. And if you would like free one-to-one coaching, then visit AbundanceWithMel.com.